So this is a solution for problem B, boss battle, January 2017. So in this problem, you have a set of circularly arranged pillars together with some monster which hides behind one of the pillars. And the goal is to defeat this monster. So you can do this by placing a bomb at some pillar, which will blow up the pillar it was placed at, together with the two adjacent pillars. After this, the boss is allowed to move one step to the left or right, or stay where it was. So how do we solve this? Well, consider the situation at the start of this game. In this case, we have 6 pillars, and we have no idea behind which pillar the boss is. So basically, by symmetry, we can pick any of these pillars and place a bomb at it. For example, at this pillar. So after placing a bomb here, we know that, well, the boss can certainly not be at the pillar where we placed the bomb or one of the adjacent pillars. However, now the boss may move. Since the boss may have been here, he may move here afterwards. So we no longer know that this is unoccupied. And correspondingly, since he was here, he may now move here. Okay, so the only thing we know is that after placing a bomb here, he cannot be behind this particular pillar. So where should we place the next bomb? So if we place the bomb here, the only thing that happens is that, well, he won't be able to be here, here, or here, but he can move to these pillars afterwards. So we're back where we started. The same thing for this pillar. And if we place a bomb at the opposite pillar, well, then the knowledge that he wasn't here doesn't really help us, since he can just move here. So this leaves only 2 possible pillars, which are 2 steps away from our first bomb. So assume that this is the pillar that we place the next bomb at. This means that he won't be able to be here, here, or here. And it's in the boss move, he can move from one of the 2 pillars he can occupy to either this pillar or this pillar. So what we've now done is that we already have a single pillar he couldn't be behind, and I've extended this to an interval of 2 pillars. In the same way, if we now place another bomb 2 steps away from one of the edge pillars that we know he can't occupy, we will increase this interval size by 1 more. So the next bomb will make it impossible for him to be at some of these pillars. The next bomb at one of these pillars. And once we know that there's only 3 pillars he can't be behind, then we can only use 1 single bomb in the middle of those, which will basically not allow him to run anywhere. And if you do the math on the number of bombs this requires, you end up with the number of pillars, n, minus 2 bombs needed.